Let's break down what's happening with Kaspa's price right now, and of course, where it could go next. Shout out to the Kaspa community, for showing a lot of love. Let's analyze and see what's happening right now. So, going into Saturday morning, we're seeing a little bit of red across the board as far as the last 24 hour is concerned, for the broader market. If you're looking at the last 1 hour, though, we're pretty much seeing, green once again. But a little bit of a minor pullback is needed. It's part of the game. We need to keep in mind that, over the past 1 week, not even over the past 1 week, I would say more importantly, the last, 2 to 3 days, it has been a very exciting, time for the crypto space. But if we're looking at Kaspa, 8.6 cents, holding really nicely around this range, down about 1.7% in USD and Bitcoin comparative. Market cap at about 2.27 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $126.5 million. Before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. Let's take a look at the dominance index and see, what has happened. So your dominance is still sitting at around 64.57%. Obviously still seeing, downside from where we were just a few days back. So that's a great sign, of course. And as I, discussed in some of my other updates, if you did end up watching those, I am projecting that, this wick at 64.08% to, fill in. And obviously that would be a good sign for altcoins, including Kaspa. But if you're looking at BTC, obviously on the weekends, as we know, CME futures are closed. So, you do tend to see a little bit more manipulation than usual, but, BTC has been holding really nicely. We're actually been ranging around this level, which itself is quite interesting. BTC is pretty much still on the neckline of breaking towards a new all-time high. But, we need to keep the fact that, we're entering the weekend, the CME future part. That is very, very important, especially when we're analyzing, the coins. But now if you're looking at Kaspa's price here, Kaspa price, of course, made its way up to that 9.1 cents mark. And I want you guys to look at this. We got stopped out right at the 9.18 cents mark. And, this is something not new for us because, of course, this is a level, we were having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of back in June as well. You guys can see, we actually saw two different retests at that range and both were rejected, but the support around the 8.3 cents really played out for us. As you can see, we saw two different bounce from that range, and right now exactly that's happening. We retested the 9.18 cents mark, saw a little bit of a rejection, and that is due to Bitcoin also seeing a little bit of a minor pullback. But Kaspa is holding really, really nicely after having a major move. Remember, just a continuous reminder, we're looking at a increase of about 51.61% over the course of the last 2.5 to 3 weeks. Kaspa is doing exactly what you want to see it do, but we want to see this wick filling in at the 9.1 cents for Kaspa. If it's able to do that, I'm anticipating the blue zone to be retested for the first time since May, which of course is been over a month. So that's still, where I have my, eyes on as far as Kaspa is concerned. We got to take it one step at a time. Do let me know in the comments down below what you guys personally think. Where do you see the price of Kaspa going? Love you all, and I will see you later. It's been Crypto ZX, and I'll see you later.